Hey everybody, welcome in for another evening of TPI News. I'm Santana Wood.
And I'm Amy Passaretti. Coming up tonight, we have a new fine dining restaurant coming to Alex City. More residents have registered to vote in next week's runoff. Better internet services in Tallahassee and Eclectic, and a few highlights from Friday's area football games.
In Tallapoosa County, more Alexander City residents have registered to vote in next Tuesday's municipal runoff election. City Clerk Amanda Thomas said 123 more residents will be eligible to vote after registering since the August election. Nearly 250 absentee ballots had also been issued as of Thursday afternoon. It's important for residents to remember this Thursday is the last day to apply for a regular absentee ballot, while next Monday is the last day to hand deliver an absentee ballot to the city clerk's office.
If you need to learn more about the mayoral candidates, now is the time to do so, as the runoff is just over a week away. An extensive Q&A was published in the Weekend Outlook and is available on our website to help you learn all about Alexander City's mayor candidates Woody Baird and Tommy Spraggins. Everything from their work history to civic club participation to what they'll do in their first 90 days is published in their own words. We will publish something similar for Dadeville's mayoral candidates in the Record this Thursday.
A little piece of Italy is coming to downtown Alexander City. Castelluccio Italian Restaurant will open in the former Coffee Corner building. Co-owner Jody Sheffield said the restaurant will be a place where residents can enjoy fine dining and with flavor like no other.
Sheffield plans on using only high-quality ingredients and DOC-certified wines from Italy, all while investing in his employees to create an enjoyable atmosphere and career foundation. The restaurant is set to open in November.
Lake Martin Tourism Association welcomed its new director last week. Brandy Hastings was a bit delayed getting to Alexander City after being hired in April due to some COVID-19 related obstacles, but she's here now and more ready than ever to use the community's success during this time to her advantage.
Hastings' #1 goal is to really delve into the community, its people, and what the area has to offer so she can best tell the community's tourism story. Hastings, a self-proclaimed outdoorsy girl, is already loving the area and seeing all it has to offer. Now she's being very intentional on improving tourism in this area. We are going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with some Elmore County news and sports.
Welcome back. In Elmore County news, thanks to a partnership with Alabama Supercomputer Authority, the Tallahassee Community Library is now offering high-speed internet services that are capable of reaching beyond the walls of the library. Representatives with Alabama Supercomputer Authority and also Representatives Mike Holmes and Ed Oliver, library staff, and Tallahassee Mayor Johnny Hammock were all present at the library on Friday to celebrate the new partnership.
But the word I keep hearing over and over and over again is when this pandemic hit, and I really, Ed, want you to hear this, when this pandemic hit, it allowed them to go home and work from home, which they couldn't have probably done before, and keep the library running, keep things updated, keep things going like they needed to. So we couldn't forecast this pandemic, but I tell you, timing is everything.
for economic development has three key ingredients. The first one is infrastructure, next is workforce development, and then good civic leadership. Infrastructure, what a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people probably my age, in the mid-40s and above, do not understand a lot about fiber. But what fiber is, it's the infrastructure of the future.
Is how much I do appreciate Alabama Supercomputer Authority and the fact that I grew up in a small town in Naples, and the library was the center of the universe. For a lot of kids, it still is now. For a lot of adults, it still is. Now, to speak about broadband generically, the legislature has been very involved with done some legislative things to try to expand broadband. What folks don't realize, my constituents, is how slow it is, how just grinding.
We found out during the beginning of the pandemic, how many of these kids in rural areas didn't have any access, didn't have very few hotspots. A couple of churches had them, but very few. And how fast that happened when everybody got behind it. County commission, state government, everybody got behind it and got together. And you can move mountains when you got that kind of teamwork going on, and it happened really fast. And now, I would venture to say that in Elmore County, there's no kid that can't get a hotspot within 4 or 5 miles of his house.
Yeah.
So that's just amazing, and there's our payback right there.
The Eclectic Public Library also is benefiting from those same high-speed internet services from Alabama Supercomputer Authority, as the services are now up and running.
A digital marquee sign was unveiled at the entrance of Stanhope Elmore High School this morning. The sign was fully funded through the school's partnership with Coca-Cola. Principal Fuller said that he's thankful for that partnership because there's no way the school could have afforded to cover the cost of the sign.
Fuller said the digital marquee serves as a way to keep parents and the community updated about important information, and it's a source of pride for the school and the community.
In some sports news, a few highlights from Friday night football action across the area. Holtville and Marbury had a rivalry showdown, but Holtville was the one who ended up claiming the Bulldog Brawl trophy along with bragging rights. Elmore County and Benjamin Russell both had disappointing homecoming night losses, with the Panthers being shut out by White Plains and the Wildcats falling short after a hard-fought battle with Smith Station, who halted their passing attack. Tallahassee was also blanked by Pike Road.
Dadeville and Southern Prep saw victories, but Stanhope Elmore and Central Coosa both couldn't score enough to win. Central Coosa scored the second most points it has in the last 2 years of the football program. The Cougars were able to get 28 points on the board Friday, but ultimately fell to Verbena 34-28.
As always, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Again, I'm Santana Wood alongside Amy Passaretti. Y'all have a good night.